configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Fields now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. This crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On play action, Fields. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. From the 10, 1st and goal. Moore, the man in motion. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And his This kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now a first carry for their fullback. And some room to maneuver. And they work this out past the 25.
Ball down to the fullback on the option. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 22 yards.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the
Slot man moves right.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll go option on second down, right side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The give to the fullback on the dive. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this to the 31.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 31, Brady. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Johnson, 31 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The slot man in motion right. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're getting Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you are inclined to pick this as the game, you do have no shortage of alternatives as a
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Come on, bro. You wasting time, bro. The weekend league just started, bro. God damn. You think you about to come back? You're not about to come back, bro. You're not about to blow a 28-point lead.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper.
You already got the baby closet. Already got the baby closet.
Fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chicago.
Now it's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Brady. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm saying for real, like what we doing right here, bro? Like for real. What's the point in this? I ain't getting nothing from this. You ain't getting nothing from this. Like what we doing? You can't even see out there. You don't have a clue to what's going on. Hey, what's the purpose? It's making you better.
And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, they played me.
2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
It's making you better. What this doing for you, man? Nothing.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Johnson.
Must be a kid, huh? Thank you, bro. Get out of here. This ain't doing nothing for you. What you doing? This man fucking idiot.
And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And a round is on here in this first half.
It's 35 or nothing. Yeah, in the 2nd quarter. Come on, man.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
He finds his man complete. That's Perry. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the 50, here's Fields. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the Bears first down.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Pick-6 last drive. Here's Fields again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still throwing here with a big 3rd quarter lead, but that time this defense gets a measure of revenge.
One of the few positive moments they've had on either side of the football, really. Things have definitely not gone their way, but maybe their offense can seize on this and put some points on the board.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, They need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On the give, this is their fullback. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run with their fullback. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Here's Earl Campbell, the man who played his final year and a half as a Saint. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Again, they run with Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds.
Is this some kind of moral victory for you? You just want to see if you can score?
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3 and about 6 yards to go.
Fuck that nigga. Score. I'm not gonna let him score. This is some dumb shit. You down 42 points and you running the ball. Now even if you score, you still not gonna win. So what the fuck? This is some stupid shit.
On 4th down, Fields.
Look at this. Sherman picking you off again.
It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. He's in the 40. Trying. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it's been a fantastic game for this defense. It's been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devin Hester, 30 yards. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this... He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Herman Moore, 77 yards. And the Saints continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Here's Fields. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense.
You gotta know how to run that defense, little brother.
What they had to do to unlock the defense, let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Still in the game. Oh, they didn't give him the pick 6. I mean, not a pick 6, a pick.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Over the middle, he's got Harold Carmichael. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Play action. It's Fields. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD. That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long. They're thinking the exact same thing themselves,
but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they...
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boo, ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name of you got a